A little update on the goats this morning. Got them in a new pasture back here. This is one of the most rotated through pastures. It was one of the first ones we had set up. You can really tell a difference. How established the grass is, how much rotating these goats through is done for it. With all this rain we've gotten lately, it just is really taken off. It's probably the best it's looked so far. Lots of grass out there. It's getting pretty tall, as you can see. Need to get it mowed down. They'll be out here for most of a week. It's not a huge paddock, so they'll probably clean it pretty quick. I don't like to leave them out here a full 7 days, but we'll see how it goes with all this grass it has out here. The next paddock they're supposed to get into, cows got into it a week ago, and they mowed it down pretty good. So it still has a little ways to come back. So we'll probably throw up a temporary paddock and some grass that we have in some other areas and let them hit that. Our other paddocks we have for them that they just came off of, and the one before that they were on a week ago, they got off of it and it was still decently tall grass because it's been filling out, and with all the rain and everything, it's growing super fast. As you can see all those kids out there, can barely see them above all that tall grass. So it's really good for the goats. They're getting a lot of growing doing right here before we get into breeding season, because this should start seeing some of them going into heat again now that we're through the summer solstice and the days are starting to get a little bit shorter. Usually July we'll have some of them starting to cycle, and then by August, September they're all going into heat. Be trying some more AI this year, so I've got a tank full right now, and then I have some more that I have at Bonanza that I'll be getting shipped in if some of these first ones don't take. So excited about that. Hopefully we can get some to take this year. I didn't have great success with it last year, but the girls are in a lot better shape this year. Last year, coming off the summer, about this time, everything was super dry and not much besides hay and feed. So doing a lot better. Enjoying the grass a little bit more. Show these other paddocks. This is the paddock they just got off of. Just fixing to close the gate on it actually. You can see there's still quite a bit of grass out there. Everything's pretty wet, and it's still pretty green with all the rain we've had. We're finally starting to see this giant Bermuda that we planted last year is finally starting to throw runners out and run out, which is freaking awesome to see. So I'm hoping with all this rain and keeping the grass damp, it's gonna really fill in, especially with the goats being on it and fertilizing it. That should help it grow runners and run out and really start filling in. Once we get these paddocks filled in, they should really hold a lot more grass and nutrients for the goats. As you can see, there's still a lot of bare spots out there. This dirt spot that you see right here is mainly where we used to have the bull weevil guys coming through on their trucks and checking the fields. So that's one reason that's still kind of there, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. So hopefully that's all really compacted and we'll get that with some grass on it. I don't like bare ground. And then this is the last paddock they were on a week ago, and you can see how green that is already with everything. With all the rain we've gotten a good almost 4 inches of rain over the past few days, in the past week. So you can see where some of those giant Bermudas just really starting to grow already, because we left it pretty much how this one is. Still trying to leave stuff tall so they're not eating down, picking up a whole lot of parasites and worms. And then this one's already starting to spring back, so hopefully all these runners it's throwing out, it'll start choking out everything else. And then still trying to get our front paddocks here. We haven't been able to let the goats on it yet. We thought we were going to get work done on it a lot quicker, and it just hasn't worked out. We're waiting on the county is supposed to be bringing us dirt in, and so we've got a low spot over here. As you can see, a lot of this alleyway has water in some spots. It's just kind of a really low area going out to the front on this side of the field. We've had a lot of where it's flooded in the past few years when we've had high rains and hurricanes and stuff, tropical storms. And every time it flows out, it takes dirt with it. And so you can see there's a lot of water over here. And so we built a berm in the front to keep the water from the ditches coming in as much, and it will help keep water holding it in. And then we put a little culvert out there, but we're going to get dirt brought in and come from the trees out a little ways and help fill it in and let the grass take it back over. So we're waiting on that before we put more fence up, and that's kind of making it slow going, but we definitely need to get the goats out there, and that'll help out a lot. And then of course, when they get all this cotton finally cultivated and they harvest it, the plan is to go from where we have the outside fence right now and go straight back to that tree line and take in all of that to the left and just move more paddocks all the way back. And the same thing on the side with the cows, we'll be moving them back, create more paddocks and more ground for them to get on. It's definitely what we need. We got more cows, we got more goats, especially probably keeping some of these does that we have back this year, and using them as future breeders. So we're gonna need more paddocks for more kids and more goats, and really get that going. Go ahead and empty out all these troughs right now. You can see we got kind of the rain we've got in the past day. We put a little grain out every day, but we've been getting rains in this morning. And of course, we gotta get all the rain out before we feed them. And of course, all the girls think that we're fixing to feed right now, which I wasn't planning on. I'll feed them later. But anytime they see us messing with the buckets, they think it's time to eat, and so they always come out. But that's our update for today. Just wanted to show you all what was going on, how the fields are doing, and how rotation's working. And if you got any questions for us, just let us know in the comments. Otherwise, catch you all in the next one.